I do have to say that this course has taught me so much more about cultural diversity in this country than I ever thought possible at the beginning of the semester. In my opinion, it's not truly possible to grasp the idea of said diversity and even racism in America without knowing where the roots were planted. Throughout the semester, we covered many chapters from Ronald Takaki's A Different Mirror, A History of Multicultural America. Obviously a perfect text considering the title and focus of this course. It was through our Takaki readings that I began to grasp the origin of whiteness, the way Caucasians practiced domination on the Irish, Native Americans, and Asians was important to my understanding of key course concepts, all leading up to Wounded Knee and the eventual emergence of an American empire that would further establish the mass discrimination towards African Americans from the 1890s to today. Through our family history project, I was able to take a look inward at my own lineage and attempt to examine how this history played a part in my grandfather's life, and what he was able to accomplish with such discouraging racism and discrimination developing around him. The origins of these concepts and the history of racism and discrimination in this country are important in evaluating examples of it today. Through our analyzing advertisement portions of this course, I was able to see the extent to which racism and discrimination are a part of everyday media in a way that I would not have been able to before. In reference to concepts by Marita Sturgeon and Lisa Cartwright, before I was just seeing these things in media, and now I am looking at them, hoping that I can continue to practice Nicholas Mirzov's idea of visuality and avoid the threat of realism. Other readings dug deeper into concepts of racism that I can honestly say I would not have been aware of for the rest of my life if it were not for this course. Take for example the Jasmine, Miles Davis, and John Coltrane of the 1950s and 60s with their innovation of black masculinity and how it helped me understand the hyper-blackness that is present in hip-hop icons today. Other pieces took on racism and sexism through works by Renee Cox, stating that the black female body always presents a problem within the field of vision, structured by racialized and gender markers, as well as the idea that video games could be a platform for discrimination analysis, that our government laws and algorithmic ones such as gaming can share a similar dynamic. These new and unique approaches to discrimination that we covered as a group helped me really establish my passion going into the Milwaukee Marches project. Without this course, I would have been unaware of the details of such a strenuous period in civil rights history that took place in my hometown. From now on, whenever I visit Kosciuszko Park, it will mean so much more to me than simply a day of amusement in nature. Finally, I had the opportunity to take all the material covered in class and in our readings and apply it to my service learning experience. As a basketball coach to 6 through 12-year-olds at the Right Height YMCA in Brown Deer, it was initially hard for me to try and apply these dense and disheartening concepts of discrimination to such innocence. But over the course of the semester, as kids became more comfortable and started to open up, I also regretfully had to open up to the idea that the truths behind everything we learn about in class are already a part of their little lives, whether I like it or not. Observing examples of whiteism in a very diverse group, and even reflections of double consciousness or two-ness in response, I took it upon myself through the mission of the YMCA to try and stand as more than just a basketball coach to these kids. It is my hope in leaving this volunteering experience that I helped influence their concept of equality that they will carry and develop for the rest of their long lives. In conclusion, and as previously stated, this course introduced me to histories, examples, and concepts of racism and discrimination that I otherwise would have been unaware to. It is now my goal to take everything I've gained from this course and positively apply it to my everyday life and my community in any and all ways possible. Racism and discrimination are not only present, but are firm in today's society. We must work together using a dialogue that will diminish limitations through intercultural communication. In agreement with Wendy Chun, we must use race as a technology. We cannot take back the racism and discrimination that has taken place in America. The best we can do now is use it as a tool to make things better going forward.